Okay, so we're going to do a quick demo of the new feature we just released, which allows for virtual live streaming inside the Virtual Summit software. This was a highly requested, highly anticipated feature that is now available, and we are super excited about this. And it's literally super simple and super easy to do. So if we jump in here, let me find a demo account. So again, virtualsummits.com, Virtual Summit software. Just a quick run through. You've got your feature, you got your account settings over here. Any help you need, we have Virtual Summits Academy, which has a walkthrough of all the aspects of the Virtual Summit software. We have the Help Center there. You can go into, you can create a new summit, obviously, just by hitting here, hosting a summit. You can clone a summit, edit a summit, delete a summit, or quickly get the link to share your summit to the landing page right there. So let me hop into one of these right here. So this is very simple. The live streaming aspect over here, we have the Summit Essentials. You know, we have a starter guide right here that walks you through it. We have Summit Info, landing page, speakers, membership levels, which is like your offers, speaker schedule, reminders, and then we have our enhancers right here, which is like our shopping cart, Stripe, integration with email, your email platforms. We also have a very simple email platform here for reminders and notifications that go out, but obviously those 100% editable. And then we have our new affiliate dashboard as well, that allows you to track the affiliate leads, clicks, sales, etc. Ability to manage your team right here, attendees, so you can manage attendees there, as well as export, import, and then the preview the members area, which is going to be where your summit is run. So where the where the virtual or live streaming aspect is at is going to be here inside the speakers area. So when you go to the speakers, you'll have all of your speakers listed out here. Inside of those, there is the profile area, or there's the speaker information, which is here, where you can resend an invitation if you'd like to. You can delete a speaker if you need to. And then you have the video presentation. So this is very simple. It's going to look very similar to what it did before. You're going to see a little bit extra information here. But essentially, all you have to do is, if your streaming platform, which we highly recommend Zoom. Zoom is one of the best ones out there. We highly recommend Zoom. You can literally just put the Zoom link here, and I'm going to demonstrate this, and you'll be able to live stream for that. Now, here's what's really cool. I've actually been answering this question incorrectly for the last week. We had it kind of demoed or betaed out there. We were letting a few people play with the feature, and I kept getting the question, well, if I'm using Zoom, can the attendees chat back and forth with me and use the chat feature? And I was saying, no, they can't, but I was wrong. They actually can chat back and forth with you. So if you are using Zoom and you're doing a live streaming session, the audience, the attendees can actually chat back and forth with you inside of the software, and I'm going to demonstrate that as well. So if you're not doing live streaming, you're just going to do a pre-recorded video, which is what historically most virtual summits are. They're pre-recorded videos released over a set period of time. You would just put your link right here. Okay, so this is a Vimeo. This is like a Vimeo player, so you can Vimeo, YouTube, Wistia, Amazon, whatever you'd like. However, and let me just go ahead and show you what that looks like inside. So if you check inside, and again, this is just a demo account, so not everything is set up or made to look super pretty. Which one is this here? This is Greg. So let's see. Right here. So again, like this is just an account I'm playing with. Right now we can see that this is a pre-recorded video, okay? So like I can just hit play, and this is how a majority of the summits are done. Now, depending on your hosting, platform, so if you're using Vimeo, you have the option to make these, this available, not available. You have the option to give them speed control or not. So if you don't want that, you can remove all of that. Additionally, what you're going to see here is this embed feature, this embed box. Now, what is this? What is good about this is specifically set up if you want to set up your video, you want your pre-recorded video in a way that looks differently or functions differently. Meaning, a lot of the video hosting platforms will allow you to have autoplay. So you can embed that here you can embed the code of your video, pre-recorded video here, and you can have it set to auto play. So when they show up here, the video would start auto playing and they would just have to unmute it. So that is possible. So you can still use pre-recorded video and have it kind of have the feeling or representation as like a live streaming session, like it'll start automatically. We got, so there is that. And again, I do see we have some questions and stuff coming. I'm going to answer those at the end because I am going to use this video for our training program as well. So I'll come to those at the end. So again, if you embed if you want to give it a special look, a special function, a special feature, you can embed the video code here, okay? Now, what you can also do, again, if we're going to do live streaming, let me go and grab the link for you. And if I put this link here, and then save, now go back and refresh, this is going to get like boom, 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 boom. You can see right here, it is now live streaming. I've got to join this, okay. I'm going to mute right there. So you can see like, and now it's like repeating back to me. You can see what I'm seeing on my screen is right there, okay. This is like back and forth. Now, what I want to show you is for the chat feature, like if you want them to be able to chat, like it's right there. Or, and this is again, this live streaming. So I'm going to show it with the pop out right here. Oh, this is because I'm like, okay, so there's the chat. Oops. This is because I'm streaming this and trying to show you that I'm streaming it. But there's the chat right there. However, if we break this out, they can actually break it out right there and have it like this. So they can type in here. And again, this is going to get really weird because it's looking at my screen. So I'm going to pop out of this and in this for a second. And it's showing you that it can go back and forth very easily as well. Okay. So if we refresh that, okay, thank you. That, I don't know if you were seeing that feedback or hearing that feedback, but I was definitely hearing it. So now it's back to this, okay? So just to recap that, now that I can actually hear and think straight, it won't be like that for everybody else. It's I'm showing you a live screen of my live stream, which makes it have that kind of deep down look effect. However, with that being said, by doing that, by putting the Zoom link right here, and that's just any, like whatever your Zoom meeting link, if you just put your Zoom meeting link there, this will update and they will be able to see it and they can join it and they can watch it right here inside of the software. They can also chat like we just showed you, and if they hit the expand, they can expand it to be full screen and still use the chat function and with you. So you can use the chat function back and forth during a live stream inside of the Virtual Summit software. So what you could do, for example, in your communications with your audience, you could say, okay, at 3 p.m. we're doing a live stream of, you're doing a live stream inside of our summit or whatnot. Let me go here, pop this back out. And you can have this session actually titled, you could have, this is right here, could be live streaming at 3 p.m. Eastern, for example. And so then they just come and they click on the one that's live streaming and they would be able to see that. And if it hasn't started yet, remember, it would just say waiting for the meeting host to start, and then once it started, it would automatically happen. Now, as soon as it ends, you saw that this happens immediately, right? So I can, again, post this here. This happens immediately. If I go back over here, so what I'm trying to say is you could make this happen instant, like you could run your live stream, and as soon as the live stream is over, so I'll just show you that this is going to pop back out. As soon as the live stream is over, then you can go back and put either a different video or put the recording to that video as well there. So it makes it completely possible for you to do. So this is going to pop up here and it's going to give me that echo effect. But I just wanted to show you. So in real time, you can switch it back and forth, however you want, back and forth. Again, you have the chat that pops out right over here. You can make it happen by opening up the chat. Boom. And then again, if you don't want it full screen and it's, or they don't want it full screen, it's just going to be right there. They've got the chat, etc. Once you're done with your live stream, you just go in here and you can switch the link to a different video, to the recording of that video if you want, or not, or to a different video maybe that you had pre-recorded, etc. So this happens instantaneously. We now have live streaming where you can actually do the live and chat with people back and forth inside of the actual Virtual Summit software. So this is really, really cool. So super exciting about this. And it's that simple. You just go right here inside of, again, speakers, click on the speaker session. Okay, so if it's this speaker, you're going to go into their presentation and you decide, do I want this to be pre-recorded video or do I want this to be I'm just making sure everybody can actually hear me, right? What's just going on here? Give me a thumbs up in the chat right now if you can still hear me. I'm just making sure everybody can still hear me. So because it says this is up here muted, but okay. So right here, video presentation, pre-recorded or video or live stream, whichever one you want. So we recommend Zoom for sure. Zoom is the easiest, most reliable, most dependent, and it's free. So please, 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 Zoom is the main one that we're going to support and recommend. Okay, thank you, Helen. However, you can use other live streaming platforms. So for example, YouTube has a live stream, Vimeo has live stream, and again, you just put the link to the live stream right here. If you want to embed, then you can use the embed. And there's some information and there's actually like a walkthrough here that you can use to get more information. So that is the live streaming component. That's the live streaming function. It's that simple. It's that easy. And it can happen instantaneously. So for example, you could have if you have the Zoom link there and it's a meeting that is not started yet, let me show you what that's going to look like. So if it's a different meeting, and we recommend using meetings, not webinars, use a meeting for that. So let's say, let me put a link in here, a different link, and let's just see what it looks like. Okay, so if I go in here and I put a different link for this one, and this is a meeting that's not started yet, let's see what it's going to look like. So if we go back in here, click that, and it says, like obviously I'm Vimeoing this, so host says, has another meeting in progress. Your audience will probably see waiting for the host to start. So that's what it'll look like. So you could always put either a different video in there for the moment, or have a video with like just a thumbnail that says, or like a preview, an intro, etc. out there. So that is how you can do a live streaming inside of the Virtual Summit software. It is easy, it is quick, it is simple, it's instantaneous. You can change it from live back to recorded instantaneously. As soon as you're done with your live, put it back to the recording of that or a different recording. You can do it some live, some recorded. You can do multiple different recording sessions. All of that is available. So we wanted to just quickly run through that and show you how you can do this, how you could do it live streaming inside of the Virtual Summit software. And again, you can also do chat. So with the chat function, for sure, with Zoom, you have the ability to use the chat function. So I am super excited and stoked to announce we now have live streaming inside the Virtual Summit software. If you have any questions about that, just reach out to us. Let us know. Again, we have some really amazing new features coming down the pipeline as well. So get ready for those to be released ongoing. And again, remember, your message matters. So go out there and make a difference. And we will talk to you soon.